And I am back with another budget knife to talk about on video today. This is the QSP Parrot, loaned in from Alex over at the Alex's Knives and Such YouTube channel. I'll put a link to his channel down below. He's loaned in a bunch of knives lately. I think I have one more after this to talk about. Again, most of his are on the budget side, so go check out his channel. I think there is a knife for everybody, and I personally like to show all of them. You've heard me say it before, from $10 to $10,000. That's kind of my wheelhouse. I know that's a big range, but this one comes in at $26 on Amazon, give or take, $26.93 or something. I don't remember. And I'll put a link to that down below in case you're at all interested in picking yourself up a QSP Parrot. So let's dive right into the specs. It is 4 inches closed, 7 1/4 overall, 3.20 blade, 3.11 cutting edge. It is D2 steel. Blade thickness is 0.117. Overall thickness is 0.497. Runs on bearings and weighs in at 3.1 ounces. You can spidey flick it with the thumb stud. You can normal thumb it. I mean, it is super smooth and a lot of fun. It's got a good, cool fidget factor. Okay. It fits very well in my hand and it feels very comfortable in any kind of, you can't really choke up on it, but you don't need to. It's just fine. Now, this is a user, so if you see anything, Alex does carry these and use these. So keep that in mind. A little bit of branding there on the blade. G10 blue scales. It does come in other colors. I think maybe just black, but it is blue and black for sure. Has a lanyard hole. A steel bent clip, which works well actually. And the way it's done, the screws can be protruding like this because you're only ever going to get it into your pocket this far. So it works really well. I don't think it sticks out too far or anything. It is a liner lock. And just the blade steel on the backside. And some lint and stuff. I mean, I did wipe this down before we started, but hey, that's what happens. Zoom back out. This is a pretty cool little knife for $25, $26. Again, I've kind of gotten into the budget knife scene a little bit because they're great for just having around the house, having in your office, having at your, your desk, your nightstand, your end table in the family room. You could have these all around because oftentimes for me personally, when I am at the house, I may just be like in basketball shorts, just relaxing around the house, t-shirt and basketball shorts. So I'm not carrying a knife with me generally around the house. So to have knives, I have knives laying kind of all over. So there's always one close by. But budget knives would be a good way to go to do that if you so need it. It's harder to have custom knives laying all over the house at, $1,000, $2,000 a piece and have those all over the house. You can do it because that's kind of what I've done, but don't be like me. Do as I say, not as I do, right? That's very true for me. So let's do a couple size comparisons here real quick. The Sharpie. Jeez. The Spyderco Delica, roughly the same size, but honestly, the QSP feels better in your hand because it's just, it feels your hand much better, being not quite twice as thick, but noticeably thicker in your hand. So that is just more comfortable. And it's not a liner or a back lock, so the action and stuff works better. How about the AA battery and the D cell battery? Just again for normal thing comparisons. Also on the budget side, oh man, I misfired that somehow because I didn't really have a grip. The Kubi KB237, a little bit longer. Roughly this one's like $41. This is $25, give or take. Both D2, both G10. Flipper versus thumb studs. You know, you can't really go wrong either way, I don't think. I prefer the Kubi just because it is a little bit longer, and this gives me the option to really carry it daily, because that one's a little small for me to really carry. So, but that's just me. And then how about one more crazy comparison that doesn't really compare, but the Demco AD20, also in G10. This one I think is 3V. I'd have to look, but I think this one's 3V. So there you go, guys. A look at the QSP Parrot. I like it. Being as how it's the first QSP I've ever seen, I kind of dig it. So please go check out Alex's channel down below. I will put an Amazon link to this, as I said. And have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.